Today we're making cottage cheese filled crepes with fresh raspberry syrup. This recipe is inspired from my latest trip to a local farm to pick fresh raspberries. Raspberries are one of the most balanced fruits for syrups, given their level of acidity and sweetness. Paired with buttery crepes and creamy cottage cheese, this recipe is the perfect balance between comfort and freshness. And the best part is you don't need many ingredients. Now let's get started. First, we start by mixing all of the wet ingredients. The first time I made crepes, I had used cold milk instead of room temperature milk, and when I added in my melted butter, it actually started to harden and I had these little solids in my mixture. So don't make that same mistake and make sure all of the ingredients you add in are at room temperature. Always sift your flour and make sure that you add a little bit at a time to make sure that it incorporates equally into the mixture. To make the crepes, you can use a non-stick skillet that has low rimmed edges, or you can use a crepe maker. To start the syrup, you want to start mashing your raspberries in a small saucepan. Now let the syrup boil for 8 to 10 minutes so the raspberries release all of their juices. Now let's fill the crepes with cottage cheese while the syrup boils. Because the raspberry syrup will already add some sweetness to this dish, you don't need to add anything to the cottage cheese. Once the syrup starts to darken in color and becomes a little bit thicker, you can now remove the solids from the juices. Boil the syrup for another 3 to 4 minutes to thicken even more, and add some agave syrup for that extra sweetness. Now get ready to serve your crepes. For a garnish, you can add some fresh basil, raspberries, cocoa powder, or powdered sugar.